This has been a remarkable show of leadership by Governor Cuomo in recent days. He's providing hope, but not false hope.
Fallout comes after a 76-page report from New York's Attorney General last month revealed the state had been underreporting deaths in nursing homes and long-term care facilities by as much as 50%. More than 15,000 people have died in those facilities during the pandemic. Governor Cuomo has been adamant that his administration never hid any of the numbers. And he also defended his controversial policy of sending infected residents who had been hospitalized with COVID back into nursing homes during the early days of the pandemic.
My health experts don't believe it was wrong. And we've gone through all the facts several times.
Earlier this month, Cuomo's top aide, Melissa DeRosa, said the administration delayed releasing nursing home death data over fears it was going to be used against us by then-President Trump and the DOJ.
My administration created the void. And that I feel bad about.
When his state became the U.S. epicenter early in the pandemic, Cuomo was lauded for his leadership, even writing a book about it and receiving an Emmy for his regular briefings. For many grieving family members, Cuomo's words aren't enough.
Governor Cuomo turned nursing homes into COVID death chambers.
Talk about the nursing home scandal and why you feel it's so significant, Assemblyman Kim.
Thank you, Amy. I came forward with that governor's threatening call, not because I feared being bullied, but because I feared that the governor would escape accountability.
New York has revealed 12,000 more COVID-19 deaths that went unreported, focusing only on confirmed COVID-19 deaths and excluding those who died at their own homes and other places.
Real leadership of the kind the President of the United States should have provided.
Maybe Trump is just a little bit mad that Governor Cuomo has become a kind of acting president, providing the leadership that Donald Trump clearly is not capable of.
Part of the reason that Governor Cuomo has become a national leader and not just the leader of New York in this crisis and on this subject is because he's not only speaking plainly about the challenges that are in New York, and you can trust what he says, and he doesn't say stuff that is made up or aspirational.
Well, I have to admit that I am a fan of Andrew Cuomo and wish very much that he were president of the United States now, running a national battle against this virus.
The governor is mired in a series of scandals, including allegations of sexual harassment. But this one is different because it's about money he earned and allegations over whether he covered up nursing home deaths at the time he was working on a new book.
Governor Andrew Cuomo, his new book is Leadership Lessons from the COVID-19 Pandemic. It is a book unlike anything ever written by a governor before because no one has lived through and managed the crisis that he has. Governor Cuomo.
And for the Emmy goes to New York's Andrew Cuomo, the governor. Cuomo is set to receive an International Emmy Award for his daily TV briefings on the coronavirus pandemic this past spring. He's being honored with the Founders Award for using his briefings to inform and calm the public.
Say, move over, LGBTs. There's a new identity in town. Cuomo-sexual, a new term for Empire State Governor Andrew Cuomo, America's favorite fella.
Release the ventilators to New York.
This sexy fella won't take no for an answer.
Even becoming something of a crush for many people. Yeah, people online are falling in love with him. I'm not gonna lie, those people include me. My Tinder profile now lists me as a Cuomo-sexual.
Steve, looking like this big Italian hunk. I was like, oh my, he's like, wear a mask. I'm like, I'll wear a mask. I'll put a mask on every part of my body. I want to flatten your curve and you can flatten my curve and then we can go apex together. I did have a conversation with Cuomo a few months ago and I did ask him out on a date and he did say yes and then I never heard from him.
Trevor, you call yourself a Cuomo-sexual and I agree with you. I feel like I'm a Cuomo-sexual too.
A leader like Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, who's come out and engaged his briefings in a non-political way. He's engaged them as a leader. He's engaged them as a human being. He's also taken blame for things where he says, look, I understand that I'm doing certain things that people are going to hate me for, and I'm willing to make these decisions because I think it's the best thing for human life first. We can always create business after.
Governor, I want to say this book is absolutely fantastic. I think it's just a guide to how to deal with this pandemic. But let me ask you this. There has been a lot of confusion about an alleged March 25th order that directed nursing homes to accept in New York infected COVID patients, possibly leading to the death of more than 6,000 seniors. Now, you say in your book that was...
Yeah, I felt, though, many people felt you were the only one who was telling us anything. You know, you gave us hard truths. You didn't try to sugarcoat when we needed to hear the truth.
This is not a highly nuanced, sophisticated response. This is a fear-driven response. You know, this is not a policy being written by a scalpel. This is a policy being cut by a hatchet. It's just a very blunt. I didn't propose this, you know. It was proposed by the mayor in the city. I'm trying to sharpen it and make it better, but it's out of fear. People see the numbers going up. Close everything. Close everything. It's not the best way to do it, but it is a fear-driven response. The virus scares people. Hopefully, we get the numbers down in the zip codes. The anxiety comes down, and then we can have a smarter, more tailored approach. Your point is right. Why close every school? Why don't you test the schools and close the ones that have a problem? I know, but first, I don't know that we have the resources to do that now. But I can tell you honestly, the fear is too high to do anything other than let's do everything we can to get the infection rate down now, close the doors, close the windows. That's where we are. Commissioner, you want to add something? I think that's exactly the point.
Then why did you leave your house when you had COVID? I mean, you had it, and you left your house. I mean, it's been documented.
First
right?
of all,
So
it has been
I want you to
documented.
answer that.
My ass, it's been documented.
Why
I
don't you answer it?
quarantined.
Why
I
don't you
went
answer
out. My wife got accosted by somebody.
I don't know, man.
And I know you don't know, so I'm trying to help you. The science is clear, Tony.
You're trying to help me.
I don't
I'm trying
want you to
help
get sick the way I was
The
sick.
science is clear. Oh, you care about me all of a sudden, huh?
Enough to have you on the show because I don't like people making bad decisions for themselves and their family. I was hoping it was a little bit of a stunt.
Oh.
You have the freedom not to take the vaccine.
maybe
I
we
just
should
don't
ask-
know why you think it's a good move.
Maybe we should ask your brother about protecting people, right?
Hey, look, that's his job, and if he doesn't do it well, people won't vote for him.
A whole new can of worms.
Chris, your own brother, the governor of New York, said that every time he turned to the administration, the federal government was there with everything. That
He did not
needed
say that,
everything
and that
he
is not
asked
what
for.
happened.
Yes, he absolutely
No,
did.
he said, I went to the
Every
federal
time,
government.
yes.
They
And
helped
he
me with
predicted
things.
your
They did
brother-
not help with
your
everything.
brother-
They're still not
your-
helping. Go ahead. My brother what? Keep
Listen,
talking
your
about
brother
it.
predicted your brother predicted a ventilator shortage. He said he needed 40,000 ventilators or people would die. That shortage never materialized
True.
because the president need. And so listen, Chris, I find it curious. Speaking of your brother, you're going to ask me these self-righteous questions and talk about people taking it seriously. Does this look like a couple of guys who were taking it seriously? You had your brother on for the Cuomo Brothers Comedy Hour, joking about the size of the Q-tip that you would need for his nose
Yeah,
to
I
get
did.
a test.
It was funny as hell.
Does this-
Is that my brother didn't take COVID seriously? Are you kidding yourself? That I made
Well,
fun
I mean,
with him
have
in
you
a
asked your
time of
brother
such
about sending
acute
COVID-positive
distress.
patients
He's-
into nursing homes?
First of all,
Chris,
he
have you
never
asked your brother about
sent
that?
any, and you know that. You know that New York State is 46
No,
out of
well,
50.
someone did,
But here's
but-
what you know most of all. Because I did the wrong thing.
Why did you get reprimanded by your
'Cause I did the
own
wrong
apartment
thing.
building for failing to wear a mask after
Because
having
I did
been
the wrong
told
thing.
before?
Why
We
won't
know-
the president
listen,
adjust
we know
his
you
messaging?
broke quarantine and went to the
I never
Hamptons.
broke quarantine.
Everyone knows you broke.
I never
you
broke
did not.
quarantine.
You deny that.
I
that
never-
happened.
absolutely,
And then you
100%.
came home and you pretended to rise up from your basement like Lazarus.
And I don't care what anybody says. You know it. That Q-tip was funny and funny at a time that we needed it.
COVID did not get into the nursing homes by people coming from hospitals. COVID got into the nursing homes by staff.
And Ron Kim broke down after he says the governor threatened his career and livelihood.
I'm sorry, you gotta just finish.
Cuomo's office says Kim is lying. But Kim today showed us numerous calls and texts by Cuomo and his staff. He says an effort to silence him about claims of a nursing home death cover-up.
What is justice? Who can we prosecute for those deaths? Nobody. Nobody. Mother Nature, God, where did this virus come from?
And for all the pain and all the tears, our way worked. And it was beautiful.